I had another brother in Eritrea, Jirga Joseph. We had, I should say. This is how Linda, my life partner, remembers him.
Santi and I would go to work each day, and very often Jirga would meet us for our after-work beer drinking debriefing session in a bar, and he'd often join us for dinner as well. He came round to our house. He used to fix problems if we had them, like with our water or with neighbours. Tell us where to buy things if we needed something. Everything he could. He used to come and visit me at my work, and we'd go and he'd have a tea and I'd have a coffee together. Or he'd meet me after work and we'd walk to meet Santi somewhere. He was such a mature young man, so solicitous of us, so serious and considered about everything really, from politics down to any kind of emotional issue, families. He was just great to talk with about anything at all. Like, I think that's fairly characteristic of Eritreans. They can be fighting trench warfare, and then in a break between battles they can be studying English or biology. Incredible.
Like many other children born in war, Jirga was part of the Eritrean army from a young age. At the age of 8, he joined the so-called Revolution School. By 15, he had completed his military service. When we met him, his personal goal was to be released from the army so that he could study at the University of Asmara, the only one in the country. After a long bureaucratic wait, he managed to do that. Jirga, Joshua, Linda, and myself had been sharing many good times until May 1998, when war between Eritrea and Ethiopia broke out again on their common border. As we were based in the capital, Asmara, Linda and I were not particularly worried about our personal safety. At the end of the 20th century, you just didn't hear of one country suddenly attacking the capital of another. But it happened. On the 5th of June, Ethiopian planes bombed Asmara airport. Next day, they bombed the outskirts of the city. My partner, Linda, began suffering panic attacks that could last her for months. With no time to organize farewells and leaving all our possessions behind, we were evacuated late the same night. We left Eritrea crouched on the floor of a British military cargo plane that transported us to Saudi Arabia. Jirga and Joshua took us to the airport. They were the last 2 Eritrean friends we saw. This time, the war lasted for only 2 years, until 2000, but it left another 100,000 Ethiopians and Eritreans dead. We kept up ongoing contact with Jirga and Joshua. The university was closed twice and all students sent to the front. Jirga survived war twice more. This is Asmara University. On July 31st, 2001, with the war at a halt due to the presence of United Nations peacekeeping forces, the union leader of these students gave a speech at a graduation ceremony. He was arrested without charges as a result of his speech. The university students reacted by refusing to go to summer camp until their leader was released. Summer camps are a program financed by the World Bank and the United Nations Development Programme, sending students from all over the country to work on reconstruction areas damaged by war.